everyone, welcome back. I'm sorry it took me so long to post up my new video. It's been a crazy few weeks, just arriving in Egypt, getting my class set up, and just all the craziness that comes with coming to a country again after being away for the summer. So this topic, what I decided to do this week is do it about cars and driving in Egypt. Now this is a huge crazy topic, and a lot of you who come to Egypt might realize this because you see it's just completely different in Canada. So I just want to start out by saying I do not own a car in Egypt because it would be crazy to try to drive here, but so I don't really know what comes with like insurance and buying a car, so those type of questions I can't really answer. But let's just talk about what we see when driving and what to expect if you come to Egypt to do with driving. The first thing I ever knew about driving, other than, you know, that it's super crazy, is that a good friend of mine said that the only rule in Egypt about driving is to fill the space. And let me show you this quick video to let you know what I mean by filling the space. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Let me show you a few things that I noticed about driving in Egypt and all the kind of things that you notice on the road and about people driving. So the first thing is kind of what I said earlier, is that there's no real rules on the road. There's no stop signs, there's no lights, there's kind of some roundabouts, but mostly there's just places for people to turn around. So there's people don't often use turn signals. To go along with that, there's actually no real lines on the road, and when there are lines, they're just suggestions. So people often kind of go in and out of traffic without using their blinkers, and you just kind of go around people who are going too slow, no matter where they are, and it's kind of scary. Usually a 3-lane road with lines in Canada, you'd have 3 cars going across. Well, here in Egypt, you get like 5 going across. Along with cars, there's actually a lot of people riding donkeys and horses down the road. Just recently I saw a guy riding a donkey going down the highway, like hitting the donkey to go faster and faster and faster. He was like bursting it down the highway. And I felt really sorry for the donkey, but it was kind of an interesting thing to see. That donkey's just kind of ride along with the highway. If a car doesn't have a scratch, bump, or missing a few pieces, it's often a rare sight. So here in Egypt, because they're so crazy on the road, often you would see cars with scratches or bumps or kind of pieces missing, and this is just an average thing you see. It's kind of interesting when you see a car that doesn't have that, because either, oh, it's a brand new car that they haven't driven yet, or this person is a very careful driver and they're lucky so far. But most cars you see here are scratched and bumped. Now, from as far as I know, it's just too expensive to get it fixed, so usually they just leave it on their car, unless you're willing to pay the extra money. Along with no rules, there are no speed limits, so people just kind of go as fast or as slow as they want. I once had a cab driver go like 140 down the highway, which was super scary, and we asked him to slow down. But it's just, they have no rules about it. Even on city streets, there's cabs that go zooming down if they have the laneways, regardless of people's safety. One of the craziest things I see here is that people cross the road anywhere. There's like a 3-4 lane highway. People are just crossing the road using the gaps while people are flying by them in cars at like 120 kilometers per hour. So it's super crazy to see that. Even when they have crosswalks, a lot of people choose just to go through traffic because it's easier for them, though it's a lot more dangerous. And unfortunately, a lot of the deaths in Egypt come from car accidents because people just walk across the road and people don't slow down, and it's super dangerous, so people die, unfortunately. Also, one of the other crazy things is that people actually sell stuff on the road. So as you notice, it's just a guy kind of walking across the road, which is super crazy, and it's kind of funny to see. They'll sell anything from like those fake glasses with the nose attached to like water to Kleenex. There's so many ladies selling Kleenex on the side of the road. They're selling fruit on the side of the road, and they just kind of come up to your car and they're like, you know, lemon or they just kind of hold it out to you. And you see a lot of them, unfortunately, especially in really congested areas. Usually when in Egypt, the way I get around, if I'm not going to school and back on the bus, I'll usually take a taxi if it's close, but if it's farther away, I usually I get like a private driver. I find them, I trust them more, and I know how much it's going to cost me, and I trust that they're going to be there on time, and when I ask them to pick me up, they're going to pick me up on time. So if you are going farther away, so like if I wanted to go to the pyramids, or if I had a relative or someone come visit me and they just wanted to go out for the day and they didn't really need a tour guide to go there, I would often call my driver, say I need them picked up at this time, and they're going to go to this area, and then they're going to be picked up from there again. He'll tell me, okay, here's how much it's going to cost. And taxis, you kind of have 50-50. So some taxis are crazy drivers and some try to cheat you out of money, but when you're going a short distance, it's often like you just go with it and go. As a woman in Egypt, it's a bit different to deal with taxi cabs, but that's kind of a whole nother video I'll do, is about how to deal with taxis and what to expect when you're kind of approaching a taxi cab. But just to let you know, taxis here can be crazy drivers and also kind of try to scam you out of money, but not all, but some. So thank you for watching my video. Again, these are just kind of the things that I noticed while here in Egypt about driving around Egypt. I'm sure there's a lot more stuff I missed, and if I did miss something, please leave it in the comments below, so that way I can try to add it to my next video, or add it to a different video later on. Thank you for watching, and I hope you subscribe and continue to watch my videos. I'll try posting them as regularly as I can, but of course, being a teacher, things can get super busy really fast. So thank you for watching. Goodbye.